apparently, but hey, we'll just have to deal with it. Alright, so what we're looking at, this is an online article by Hot Cars here. I was thinking about some of the different uh, Corvette concepts that I've been aware of. So I looked through this article here, get rid of that, and very, very interesting. We'll just give a quick read. I think this is Serve 1, I believe. Corvette's line of sports cars developed by Chevrolet, 8 generations, etc., etc. Get another ad. 14 of 14, Corvette. Now, I do believe this Corvette was still six-cylinder powered. It wasn't. It was more a Corvair of sharing the name, not necessarily of. Oh, gee whiz, what we got here? Blah 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 blah. There we go. Thank you. Now, goodbye. Ad closed by Google. Isn't that a blessing? Now, if you just get off my screen. Alright, so this beautiful car has a longer wheelbase, and we don't really see the swept back roof there too well. But this Corvette concept car is a two-door, two-passenger coupe with heavy European design influence. This is seen in the aerodynamic nature of the design, featuring a chopped-off tail and roof inspired by an airplane. The Corvette concept features a 102-inch wheelbase, 2-speed power glide transmission, and powered by that blue flame 150 horsepower inline 6, and one of my favorites, the Corvette Nomad. I have seen some models of this car. It's just amazing. So using the chassis of the 55 Chevrolet sedan, the Corvette Nomad, according to Haggerty, was the perfect combination of utility, style, and performance. This two-door station wagon is a classic American design featuring the traditional Corvette grille with a forward-sloping B-pillar. The Nomad featured a unique styling of a hardtop that distinguished it from other station wagons of the period. But you also had, if you notice over here on the right, you'll notice the exhaust angled out to the side, which is impressive. And you'll also notice the 53 Corvette taillights as well, which is impressive. That would have been a neat car to have gone to production. Now, one of my favorites, the Corvette SS. Look at that one. Sorry about the ads. An ultra-lightweight race car with a front engine and rear-wheel drive layout, the Corvette SS is Chevrolet's first purpose-created sports car weighing just 1,850 pounds, with a body made of magnesium, a tubular steel space frame unit chassis, which drew inspiration from the Mercedes 300. The Corvette SS truly was an outstanding sports car of the time. That's a neat car. There's another one that's all silver. This is the blue one. There is a little bit different one that I'm thinking of. Maybe we'll see it later. But it was almost like a polished stainless steel. Here we go. Corvette Mako Shark concept. Isn't this car just gorgeous? Just look at that. Not the ad. Look at the car. So the Corvette Mako Shark is a remarkable, aesthetically pleasing two-door convertible sports coupe. Look at the bubble tops. That is inspired by the 59 Stingray Racer and is also in part inspired by the short-finned Mako Shark. This is seen in the pointy snout of the car and how it is streamlined. There is nothing short about the nose in this car, though. That thing is long. Beautiful car. The Mako Shark was a technological advanced vehicle of its time and is the type of car you would expect to see James Bond drive. Here's the one I was thinking of, XP87, Corvette Stingray. This car, I want to see this car in person. This looks like it's probably, I'm not really sure where this one's at, but I'm sure it's been at the Corvette Museum. But this car is absolutely gorgeous. Let's see, the Stingray, also known as XP87, was designed using elements of the design of the Q Corvette, which, while making use of the underpinnings of the Corvette SS and a D-Dion rear suspension, fitted with a thin fiberglass skin, initially reinforced with aluminum, in areas subject to high stress and later with balsa wood. This remarkable sports car features a 315 horsepower V8 engine, which, if you think about it at the time, is incredibly powerful for that time. When considering, a lot of the flathead V8s, you were doing really well to get 200 horsepower during the day. Or during that time. Corvette Serve 2. Now, this is a neat car. I kind of forgot about this one. But basically an F1 car of sorts. The 64 Serve Chevrolet Engineering Research Vehicle 2 is a monocoque car with the suspension engine carried entirely by a steel frame and powered by an all-aluminum single overhead cam V8 engine, which made it accelerate from 0 to 60 in 2.8 seconds. Very impressive for a car of 1964. Of course, only weighing that much really helped too. The Serve 2 would later become a test vehicle for various Corvette ideas, including aerodynamic research. Corvette Mako Shark 2, look at that thing. So Corvette Mako Shark 1 initially was kind of used to help develop Generation 2 of the Stingrays. Obviously, this one would have been used to develop or spearhead more of Gen 3 of the Mako Shark, or of the Generation 3 of the Corvette. The 1965 Mako Shark 2 features a narrow waist with pronounced fenders, retractable bumpers. Interesting. Due to inspiration with the manta ray and the great white shark. It sports a chopped roof and also a hinged roof panel. The rearview mirror is a prism-type periscope. Interesting. In 1969, the Mako Shark 2 is later transformed into the manta ray. Sounds interesting. Alright, number 7 of 14, Chevrolet Astro 2 XP 8800. Look at that car, boy, that's gorgeous. I love that blue color. Neat wheels, too. The Astro 2 XP88, excuse my yawn, is a mid-engine concept sports car. So just on that thought, too, my brother will not like me, but by going back to the roots of Corvette, going back to the development and the engineering, if you look close in this picture here, it looks like the Goodyear letters are in blue. It might be a reflection, I'm not sure. But my point being is that I really do think that the Corvette originally was designed, the idea of being mid-engine has gone a long time with this car, so it's not really a departure per se. It's more of just the ultimate plan being revealed in the C8. So I have no issues. Astro looks beautiful, or Aerovette. I have no issue with the Corvette being mid-engine. So I know some people don't. I have no issue with it at all. I think it's just a natural development of the car. C7. I know I'm just spouting the city lingo, but C7 had really, gotten to the end of some degree of what they could do with that chassis, power-wise. So it was time for something new. Really was. Love C7 is obviously the pinnacle of Corvette front engine layout. Beautiful car. So this Astro 1 engine must have been a rotary. The Astro 1 engine, this is not covered here, so I'll have to look up that one, but is replaced with a liquid-cooled 390 horsepower V8 engine located in the rear compartment, while the front compartment serves as storage. In order to accommodate the larger tires, the contours were altered. Another major difference between the Astro 1 and 2 is the Astro 2 has doors that provide access to the passenger compartment. Interesting. I don't know why you wouldn't want to get into the passenger compartment. Beautiful design, though. I bet it's kind of a Aerovette. Very cool, with the Wankel motor. The Aerovette is a mid-engine concept car featuring a sterling silver paint job. If you kind of look at it real quick, it kind of gives you the DeLorean vibes with that color. Fitted with an advanced four-rotor Wankel engine delivering a massive 400 horsepower. Can you imagine the sound from that thing? The engine was replaced in 1976 with a Chevrolet V8 engine, as it should be. A notable part of the car's design is bifold gull-wing doors and deformable plastic body. Amazing. Now, so if you look lower in the panel here, you can see the door lock in the middle of those doors, and then a slight recess, which if I would have to go and look, but I think that's what it means by bifold gull-wing doors. Alright, so Corvette Serve 3. This car is amazing. It really reminds me of one of the Jaguar supercars. I do not remember the name on that. I'm going to look it up real quick, but I think it's a XP or an XJ is that Jaguar from the early 90s. But just an incredible, let's see here. Looking it up real quick. This is a beautiful car, though. Punching in. We're looking at it there. Okay, there we go. XJ220. That's what I'm thinking. So if you look up a Jaguar supercar or Jaguar XJ220, you'll see exactly what I'm thinking. Alright, so Serve 3 is regarded as one of the most advanced concept cars ever created. This concept drew inspiration from the Corvette Indy, which I think we'll look at here eventually. It has an impressive build featuring a carbon fiber body with Kevlar and Nomex. What a Nomex. What a combination. All reinforced by aluminum honeycomb. What an incredible vehicle. Powering this great concept is a 5.7 V8 Lotus tuned engine that's capable of delivering 650 horsepower with the help of twin Garrett turbochargers. And that very same motor, if I remember correctly, if it's anything the structure. If there's anything similar with the structure of that car to the Corvette Indy, would be that the engine was mounted sideways or latitudinally instead of longitude. Also, if you notice, if you look real close at this car, you'll see some very subtle cues at the nose of C5. Look at the lower turn signals there in the front. That nose with the cutouts is very, very C5-ish. And the mirrors also mimic a C5, in my opinion. So the whole nose of that is very futuristic C5. Alright, moving down to next, Corvette Stingray concept. And actually, I'm sorry to say, I didn't really keep up with this one too much. A lot of people would say that this has to do with bringing out the C7, but this is the Stingray concept, the sports car whose body was based on the Q Corvette. I need to look up what the Q Corvette is. The design was later reworked to fit the Corvette SS chassis. I think our info is wrong here. This does not make sense. All right. Let's see. Oh, here we go. I'm not sure. This vet, I don't think we read this one. 14. The note in this car is wrong. Okay, yes, that's a bad note for this car, but I am not really familiar with this car. I know it was in Transformers, apparently. I didn't see it. I didn't watch that movie, so I didn't see that too much. That one's I'm very, very unfamiliar with. But 3 of 14 is 1972 XP895. And if you look, obviously, it just looks very, very similar to Firebird in the background. Looks beautiful. Looks very similar to the Aerovette. The 1972 XP895 is a mid-engine. Once again, mid-engine. See, it's been in the works for a long time, people. It's not a departure from Corvette. They've been playing with the idea for years. The rationale behind this concept was to have a Corvette with aluminum body, the XP instead of fiberglass. The XP895 is driven by a small block V8 connected to a 3-speed automatic transmission with an all-coil spring suspension. So, that's it. It's a neat car. Look how low it is, too. If our depth perception is correct, look how low it is to that... I think it's sitting next to a Corvette Indy, if I'm correct. This red car over to the left, I believe, is Corvette Indy. But look how low it is compared to that 4th-gen Firebird back there. Next, number 2 of 14. Now, this one, I think, in my consideration, is the least Corvette of them all. But very interesting. So, 1973 XP897 GT. The XP897 GT is built on the modified chassis of the Porsche 914/6. Driving its automatic transaxle is a 266 and 180 horsepower 2-rotor Wankel, now fitted transversely, which I believe is also for Surf 3. Obviously, in my opinion, this is definitely the epitome of, when they're playing around with the Wankel motor, that's an issue where it's no longer a Corvette. That's where I would draw. Oh, the Cafe Metallic looks beautiful on a new C8. You gotta do that trim right, though. Bronze wheels, in my opinion, and probably convertible. And next is Corvette Indy, 1986, when I was born. Cool. The 1986 Indy was introduced as a probable successor to the 4th generation Corvette, which is interesting that they would have produced this when the C4 was only being produced for 2 years. Obviously in production longer, but still produced in production. The Indy is powered by a mid-mount 32-valve 2.6-liter V8. Boy, that's small. Twin turbocharged. The concept was very innovative and also featured four-wheel drive, four-wheel steering, fully independent suspension, and a rear-view camera with an in-dash display. That is fascinating. Now this next article looks kind of cool. We'll see if we can just run through this. This is 14 photos that show how much the Corvette has changed in 67 years or so. Hold on. Actually, I think we have to click on that. There we go. We'll see how long it takes us to get there. And we're clicking, and we're clicking. There we go. Alright, 14 photos that show how much the Corvette has changed in 67 years. Oh, look at those beautiful ones. That 57 is pretty. Alright, so I'm just going to surf through here. Open project, blah, blah, blah. What do we have? 53 Corvette. Iconic white as usual. Beautiful car. Beautiful car. Easy to kind of overlook just okay, excuse me, mister. Oh, no. No. There we go. We missed one. Okay. Alright, so another one that's special is 1962 Corvette. We got that modest change, got the concave sides here. Beautiful, beautiful car here. Got the 283, 250 horsepower. 1963, iconic as all get out. That is a beautiful specimen there. Amazing picture. Those are my favorite wheels, and in that silver, I mean, if you had an American James Bond, this would be his car. It really would be. A beautiful car. Next is the 67. Yeah, so we would have had a big block at this point, more than likely, or at least you could have got one. This says this was a perfect combination of 1-year exclusive color. Interesting. It says that the 67 models are more rare. That's an interesting thought. 1968, we've got a body change going into the 3rd generation, and it looks pretty snazzy. These are still taking a little while to catch on, but I love these particular Corvettes in Pro Touring garb and layout with new motors. Beautiful. And this is another Corvette, 1982, right before the C4s. This is another one that's taking a while to catch on. You got that weird sort of blend of newness. You got some Z28-ish feel to it from 78. And these cars are just taking a little while to catch up with collector status. But look at this, 200 horsepower from a 5.7 in the day. Disgusting, but that is emissions for you. 1984, boom! The Corvettes I saw growing up, C4s, beautiful car. And these having the two tones, you had that gold and the brown or gold and the black. Just amazing cars. I think my favorite with this style rear end would have been a 1989 35th anniversary with the white 17-inch spoke wheels, white interior. Beautiful, beautiful car. 1996, there you go, LT1, last of the C4 range. You had 01s that day, which are beautiful. Here's a 2004, very nice, beautiful car in that royal blue, I forget the name on it. Had the LS6s from that day for the Z06s. And got a beautiful C6 there as well. A little bit longer wheelbase, 400 horsepower, 400 pounds of torque. What was neat too about these C6 Corvettes was the advertising by Chevrolet at the day was the American Revolution. More of GM at the day, but that was some fun ads. 2013 Corvette Z06 with black wheels. Ooh, that looks good. Alright, so was that 114, no, 414? Okay, so we got a few more. Then we got the 2014 Corvette, the new Stingray. Beautiful in that spec color as well. Z51, I believe, too. 2019 Z06, oh, be still my heart. That is pretty. Coming out with 455 horsepower stock. And then the 2020 Corvette, mid-engine, as you know. That sums up our rapid view. So once again, that's hotcars.com. Had some neat articles. Thanks for watching. See some more stuff be sure to get to you. Bye.